Just going to be going through the SOS call system batteries. If you're like me, you'll get this pop up on the screen. So to start, we're going to have to remove these two side pillars. You will need a flathead screwdriver and a Torx to be able to do this, and remove parcel shelf. Put that down. It's easier if you put the two seats down as well. What you need to do, they'll lift up in here, this will pop out. I think there's one around here as well. Lift out in here and this will slide out. And there's also one up above as well, which is actually in the inside. You'll see it later. Pop this in here, and just want to kind of easier than normal. You'll hear those clicks. Just on here, we need to lift up in here slightly, pop it out. There's actually a white plug up here, which is a bit more tougher than usual, but yeah, that needs to come out as well. Once these are out, you'll hear pop out. So again, and then this is actually a white plug as well, which correlates to here. So here's the piece with it hanging off. It does make a bit of a noise, but yeah, it needs to come out. Just be careful of these as well. I just want to make sure they're damaged. The next step, once you've done the other side, is to unscrew these ones. These need to come out. This is a Torx. I'll write the measurement on the inside. It just helps get the headliner down. Okay, so this is the other side out. Yeah, again, there's another Torx up there, so it's a complete replica, but this will make sense once you release those. This starts to become a bit looser and you can actually pull that one down. So I've loosened mine. Should I do it by hand? Other tutorials say leave them in, but I found I couldn't quite get the movement I needed on the headline to pull it down, so I do just tend to pull it out. That's the bottom of it. Time to do the same for the other side, and make sure you keep them to the side to keep them safe. Okay, with this down, you can now just start to see this kind of just peels down. Be careful that it is sharp. So once pulling that down, you'll see this sort of thing. I've ordered a replacement because they do break very easily. There's a clip, and that clips into there, and you'll see that once it goes back up. But all the way along, you keep pulling this down just very gently, all the way so it's outside of this sealer. Very important, just be careful. However, with that now, you can see it up there. So there's a little latch that you do need to pull, and that will allow it to release and come down. Okay, with that, once you've unclipped it, you need to slightly push it more towards the steering wheel. That will allow it then to be able to move freely, which is very good. I've actually slightly unpried, but I wasn't sure fully how to do it originally. Don't pry something in here. I think the idea is to pry something slightly on this clip, pull it down, which allows the battery to be able to come out and replace it. That just slides out easily. New one slotted into place. Make sure you push this one up just to seal it, and that'll be going back the way it went on. So it kind of has to go a little bit further back and then slide it back towards you once you put it on. Not sure about to get it on camera, but yeah. Okay, so got that back in there. This needs to make sure we line this up with this one. That will clip in nicely, and what we'll do, we'll tie up all of these. Make sure I push this in first though. There you go. You'll hear a nice click from that one that's in here, and yeah, that'll fold over nicely. Just make sure this is over the top, and then we've just got to simply screw it in back in here. And here, let's tighten these up fully, and I'll tighten them up properly. But yeah, I think they only need to be more hand tight, not necessarily too tight, it's just to support it. Okay, you want to make sure this all nicely lines up, so we'll make sure this is lined up here, and gradually just push them over so it starts to fall into place. You'll clip them and then run this over and above once that's done that. But yeah, you'll hear them clip into place, and make sure you've got that one over there. It's also clipped in as well. Again, make sure you pull these all the way over on these. And same up here. So this one isn't in fully yet. I can tell because it doesn't line up. So I'll make sure it does. There you go. Nicely lined up. See, that's all over. Make sure everything's straight into place. Lovely. So got these all in, nice and flash as well. This is up, looking good. These are the main things, they're the seals. Okay, now to give it a try. Let's see, it clears. Nice, and yep, we've now saved ourselves some money, done it ourselves. Actually a really easy process. You just have to obviously follow those steps to get the battery replacement. I got mine off of eBay, and yeah, followed it again just to then replace it. But yeah, it's all back in there. Lovely stuff.